Hello, and welcome to Card Sharks. I'd like to thank Brutus Holland for today's opening poem, and if you'd like to leave an opening poem for the show, leave it in the comment section below. Now, on with today's game. The cards can sometimes act real funny, but make the right choice, and you're in the money. On Card Sharks!
This is the game where a single turn of the cards can win you up to $32,000 in cash. Now, here's your host, the star of Card Sharks, Brandon Scruggs.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into the Season 2 debut episode here of Card Sharks here at MVG Productions. Glad you could join us here once again. Well, it's been a while since we've had this series on the channel, and we are happy to bring it back here for its second season and return. A little bit more cash to give away this year, so we have a lot of exciting play in store for you. Hopefully this year somebody will actually manage to crack that $32,000 top prize in our bonus round. We'll see what happens. So let's go ahead and get started by meeting our contestants for today's game, starting off with our returning champion from the end of last season. She did not have enough money and winnings in order to get into our Tournament of Champions last time around, so we've carried her winnings over to our second season, when with a current total of $2,300 to her credit. Please welcome back, Sunny. Glad to have you back. Hey, it's been like nearly almost 2 years since you played this last. Do you remember how to play Card Sharks?
Sure.
I would hope so at this point. You remind the good folks in YouTube land a little bit more about yourself, if you would, please. My love.
Huh?
I said, would you mind telling the folks at home a little bit more about yourself?
Huh?
Oh, it's going to be one of those episodes with you, isn't it?
It begins now.
Alright, so I am the future Mrs. MVG. Yay! And he's just loving that I bring that up. And I work at the casino as well doing retail, and I'm excited to get back into this actually.
How fantastic! Well, you've got a lot of new faces. You have a chance to compete with this season.
Yeah,
So,
I don't know these people.
well, you'll get to know them as the season goes along, especially if you stay champion long enough. And here's the first person here that's ready to take you down as champion. So let's meet him now. Coming to us by way of Weiner, Georgia. Please
We can
welcome in
try.
Mr. Andrew St. Clair.
Hello, Brandon.
Glad to have you aboard here with us, Andrew. Some of you might know Andrew from our video game Jeopardy series. He was the host of that. It was a fun time here. But remind the good folks on YouTube a little bit more about yourself, sir.
I am 44 years old. I'm a volunteer with Meals on Wheels, which I'm not doing right now. I'm also Toastmasters, but I'm not doing that. I'm working out. I'm also working on another game show that I hope that here, and I'm looking forward to playing.
Well, fantastic. Best of luck to both of you. Let's get into our game of Card Sharks. As you guys know, we play best 2 out of 3 games to determine a winner here. In our first season, each game that our players won themselves $250 in cash. This season, we are doubling up the money in the upfront game. Each game that you win is going to pick you up $500 in cash, $1,000 for winning the match overall. And if you manage to get an answer correctly, exactly on our survey questions, that will also net you a bonus $1,000. Or if you manage to run your entire row of cards across the board, that will also net you $1,000 in a single turn. All right. So there's a lot of cash up for grabs here. So let's get this game of Card Sharks started by answering our first survey question. And this one goes to Sonny. All right, Sonny, we asked 100 people, if you had the chance to travel back in time, would you do it? How many of 100 people said they would?
48.
40. All right, 48 out of 100 people said that they would travel back in time. Andrew, higher or lower than 48?
Good question. Travel back in time. Higher.
You're going to say higher than that. All right, if the answer is higher, Andrew will play his cards first. If not, Sonny will play his cards. The actual number of people that said that they would travel back in time is 72. It is higher.
Damn.
Yeah, it's okay. Your first game back, it's a little tricky there to try to get in the game. All right, Andrew, you've got control of your cards first, sir. As you know, we'll play a game of higher or lower. Remember, ace is high, deuce is low in this game. Call your cards across the board. First one to get to the end of the row wins and picks up $500 in cash. And let's take a look at your opening base card, sir, for this game. An ace.
Lower.
Going on lower than the ace. It's a 7. Now, for the option, you can take that card and you can continue on calling, or if you don't feel like you like it, you can stop and freeze now. But remember, if you miss a card from this point, you'll be set all the way back to your base card, which is the ace.
Higher.
Gonna grow on, risk it. Higher than the 7. It's a king.
Lower.
Going on, lower than the king. It's an 8 up the middle.
Freeze.
Gonna freeze right there. Taking a 4-card advantage over Sonny. Only needing one more card to win this first game of the match here. And we go on to question number 2. This one is for you, Andrew. We asked 100 people, have you ever had a really embarrassing moment? How many of 100 people said yes? Yes, they have.
I'm going to write down the middle. I'm going to say 50.
Going 50 right down the middle there. Sonny, higher or lower than 50?
I'm going to say higher.
What was that?
I'm going to say higher.
Okay, you're going to say even higher than that. Now, Lord knows myself, I've had many embarrassing moments here on the channel. A blooper reel to come soon, folks, so stay tuned for that. But for now, the actual number of people who said they have had an embarrassing moment before is 87. It is much higher. Nearly just about everybody. All right. So, Sonny, that means you've got control of your cards now. Let's take a look at your opening base card for this game. A 3.
Higher.
Going on, higher than the 3. It's a queen. Going on, lower than the queen. It's a 7. All right, going to freeze with the 7 there. So you need 2 cards to complete the round. Andrew still needs 1. We go to question number 3. This one's for you, Sonny. Sonny, we asked 100 teenagers, have you ever read any Stephen King books? How many of 100 teenagers said yes, they have read some of Stephen King's work?
Is this like... Okay, so I'm going to keep that kind of low and say like 32.
32 out of the 100 said 100 teenagers said they have read some of Stephen King's work. Andrew, higher or lower than 32?
Oh, that's a tough one. I've never read that type of cover. It's too scary. However, some teenagers might be into that type of stuff here. I'm going to say higher.
You're going to say even higher than that. Well, the actual number of teenagers that said they have read some of Stephen King's work before is 13. It is not higher.
Well, how about that? Write the number 8.
All right, Sonny, you've got control of the cards. You have the 7. Because it's your base card, you have the right to change that since you won the question. I'm not surprised in that. All right, changing that 7 with the next card off the top of your deck. That 7 now becomes a 6. Slightly better. But it's slightly better.
Let's go higher.
Going on higher than a 6. Oh, no, a 3.
Oh, I didn't say
So
that.
you can... That's all right. You're going to lose that card there. And that means a free chance for Andrew to play off the 8.
Well, it's a coin flip, so I'll say lower.
All right, for game 1 of the match at $500, lower than an 8. No, it's a queen. You lose that card there. So play stays as you can. We deal the next cards off the top of the deck. And we are at our 4th and final question of this round. Someone must win on this play of the cards. Question goes to you, Andrew. Andrew, we asked 100 adults, have you ever eaten snow as a kid? Not the yellow kind, the actual clean kind. How many of 100 adults said yes, they have eaten snow as a child?
Cute. 53.
53 out of 100 of them said they have eaten snow as a child. Sonny, higher or lower than 53?
Oh. This is a hard one. Thank you, Andrew.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I'm gonna say higher.
You're going to say higher than that. All right, the actual number of adults that said they have eaten snow as a child is 40. It is not higher.
Oh, it's gonna be higher.
All right, so Andrew, the choice is yours here. Sudden death, someone must win on this play of the cards. You have an 8. You can change your card and try to call it. You only need 1 card to win the game of the match, or you can force Sunny to play off her 6. She cannot change it. She needs 2 cards to win. The option is yours. Would you like to pass or play?
I'm putting my own hands. I'm playing, and I would like to change the card, please.
Okay, gonna play it yourself and change that 8. We need a good change here for you. That 8 now becomes a deuce.
Higher.
For game 1 of the match at $500. Higher than a deuce. No, it's a deuce. That means Sonny wins game 1.
What gets beginning now?
A double pair at the end gets it up, but Sonny picks up game 1 and she's stunned right now. $500 more for you, Sonny. You're up to $2,800 in cash. It's okay, no worries there. Andrew's still got a chance to catch up because remember we play best 2 out of 3 here, so we're going to deal the next cards off the top of the deck. Well, if you remember the cards that have been played, it will help you in your quest of trying to call the cards. And we go to round number 2 now. We're going to start with Andrew this time, going first on this one. Andrew, first question to you in this round. We asked 100 people, do you count with using your fingers? How many of 100 people said yes, they still count using their fingers?
Maybe it's still talking about fingers. Oh, I know I do. But just for giggles, I'll put it right at the number once more, and I'll put it at 50.
15. You say 15 or 50?
50.
Oh, 50. Okay, 50 right up the middle there. Sonny, higher or lower than 50? That is a legit strategy sometimes in this game. Make your opponent think about the question worse than you do, but it happens. So what do you think? You're going to say higher than that? Well, the actual number of people that still count using their fingers today is 63. It is higher. All right, Sonny, you've got control of your cards first. Let's take a look at your base card for this round. It is a jack. Going on, lower than the jack. It's a 4. Going on, higher than the 4. It's a 6. Gonna freeze, all right? Freezing right there on the 6, needing 2 cards for the round, keeping Andrew away from his cards. Go to question number 2 now. This one's for you, Sonny. Sonny, we asked 100 pet owners, have you ever been bitten by your own pet? How many of 100 pet owners said yes, they have been bitten by their own pet?
I'm just gonna play the same way. Let's say 50%.
All right, 50 right up the middle is what Sonny says. Andrew, higher or lower than 50?
Not so easy,
Lower.
You're going to say lower than that. All right, well, the actual number of people who said that pet owners who said they have been bitten by their pet is 55. It's not lower.
I've already dropped bombs and I apologize, people.
Yeah, all right. Well done, Sonny. You've got control of the cards. You can play. You have a 6. What do you want to do with it?
I'm changing it.
All right, changing that 6. Next card off the top of the deck. The 6 now becomes a deuce.
Higher, please.
Going on higher than a deuce. It's an 8 up the middle. Gonna freeze with the 8. Again, keeping Andrew away from his cards. Very important here. Need one more card to complete the round, and this third question goes to you, Andrew. Andrew, we asked 100 kids, have you ever slept in a waterbed? How many of 100 kids have slept in a waterbed?
Slept in a waterbed. 100.
They don't make them anymore, I don't think.
No, I don't think so either. 30.
You're going to say 30 out of 100 kids said they have slept in a waterbed before. Sonny, higher or lower than 30?
I'm actually going to say lower.
You're going to say lower than that? Let's see. The actual number of kids who said they have slept in a waterbed is 19. It is lower. All right, Sonny, managing to hold on to control the cards. You have an 8. All right, changing that 8 again. Next card off the top of the deck. The 8 now becomes a 9. Call this card right. You remain a champion.
Let's go higher.
All right, for the game and the match, higher than the 9. It's a 10. She's got it. Sonny's their champion. Congratulations, Sonny. Another $500 for you brings you up to $3,300. Andrew, we thank you for playing. We got some nice parting gifts for you. We'll be back another time. But folks, Sonny's headed her way to the money cards, and we'll do that after the break. Hey, welcome back to Card Sharks. Sonny's our champion so far. I picked up $1,000 in that game. She's up to $3,300 so far, and now she's going to get a chance to see if she can add another $32,000 here on the money card. Sonny, I'm pretty sure you remember how this works, but in case anybody has forgotten at home, I'll explain real quick. She's going to start at the bottom of the board with $200 of brand new betting money. She's going to work her way across the board, calling higher or lower and betting money all the way across. Every time she's right, we add money to her bank. Every time she's wrong, she loses money. When she gets to the end of the row, we'll take that card up to the second row where we'll give her additional $400. She'll work her way across the board, 3 more cards, until she gets to the top of the board where the big bet, where she must bet half of her money. Now, as a reminder, Sonny, in case you get stuck at any point in time, you can change 1 card on each level of the board there, including the big bet. And if you manage to do a perfect double all the way to the top of the board, you're going to pick up $32,000. Okay? So, a lot of money on the line here. Let's see if you can do it. Let's go ahead and deal out those cards. Give you a fresh $200 to start with. Here it is. And let's start off with your opening base card for this money card round, a king. It should remind your minimum bets are $50.
Shit, I'm betting lower.
All right, betting the farm, $200, lower than the king. Oh, no! An ace off the jump. Only card that hurts you there, but it's okay. You're not out of the game yet. All we're going to do is we're going to take that ace right up to the next level. Go ahead and give you that additional $400 in betting money. You have $400 and a card you can't lose on.
No way.
Let's bet it all lower.
All right, betting $400, lower than the ace. It's a 3, doubled up, $800. Betting it all again, $800, higher than the 3. It's a jack, $1,600 now.
Let's bet 15 lower.
1,500?
Yep.
Okay, big bet on the jack here, $1,500, lower than the jack. It's a jack, it's a push. No win, no loss on the tie card, so you have $1,600. We take that jack up to the top, big bet card. It's big bet time, you have a jack. You want to change it.
And I can only change it once.
Yes.
Let's keep it.
Okay, all right, so you're going to keep the jack. You must bet at least $800 on this one.
This isn't biting me in the ass, but let's bet it all.
All right, betting it all. It's either nothing or $3,200. All of it lower than the jack. Oh, it's a queen!
What?
Oh, man. Those are...
Did Nels rig the system? No, I'm kidding.
No.
I'm kidding, Nels. I'm kidding.
That's not how it works. I'm sorry, Sonny. No money this time out, but you did pick up the $1,000 in the upfront game, so you do have $3,300 so far in your bank, and you're going to get a chance to play another opponent, and we'll find out who that is right after this commercial break here on Card Shark. Stay with us, folks. Welcome back here to Card Sharks here. Sonny, unfortunately, coming up with a goose egg in the money cards there, but she's still got $3,300, 3 wins on her current run as champion going back to last season, and she's ready to take on her next opponent, so let's meet him now. Coming to us by way of New Orleans, Louisiana, please welcome in Mr. Jason Myers.
What is that?
Glad to have you aboard, sir. Folks know Jason here is probably my all-time greatest champion on our Joker's Wild series. But for the folks at home who may not know enough about you, tell them a little bit more about you, sir, in about 25 words or less.
There's no way for me to describe that in 25 words or less.
Okay.
The TLDR version, meat cutter, game show fan, video gamer, on again, off again, voice actor.
Fantastic. Glad to have you back aboard. You ready to play some Card Sharks?
Oh yeah.
All right, let's get right to it. Our second game of this episode, starting as always in our first round with our champion, Sonny. Sonny, we asked 100 people, do you consider yourself a curious person? How many of 100 people said yes, they do consider themselves a curious person?
That's a very vague question. Let's go with 60. 60.
60? All right. 60 out of 100 people said that they consider themselves a curious person. Jason, higher or lower than 60?
I'd have to say just a touch higher.
Just a touch higher in there. We'll see. The actual number of people who consider themselves to be a curious person is 64. It is just a touch higher.
Boo, Jason, boo!
What are you booing me for? What the hell?
Don't boo yourself. Boo somebody else, Nels.
Well done,
Yes,
Jason.
yourself.
The ghost conviction is next door.
All right. Yeah, you've got control of the cards, sir. So let's take a look at your base card for this game of opening game Card Sharks. It's a king.
Nice. Lower.
Going lower than a king. It's a 4.
Higher.
Higher than a 4. It's a 9.
Fuck that. Freeze it.
Are freezing there. Okay. Freezing there on the 9. All right, you need 2 more cards to win the first game of the match. Sonny, you get to her cards. Question 2 now goes to you, Jason. Jason, we asked 100 non-sports fans, do you know who Floyd Mayweather is? How many of those 100 non-sports fans said they do know who Floyd Mayweather is? I think the first question should be, do you know who Floyd Mayweather is?
Yeah, I know who Floyd Mayweather is. Pretty much anybody that watches boxing and or WWE knows who Floyd Mayweather is.
True.
As far as the non-sports fan, however, I have a feeling they would not know. So I'd say about 20 of them.
20 out of the 100 said they would not know who they know who Floyd Mayweather is. Sonny, higher or lower than 20?
I'm going higher.
You're going to go higher than that. Let's see. The actual number of people, of non-sports fans who said they know who Floyd Mayweather is, 14 is not higher. All right, Jason, you still got control of the card. You have that 9, sir. What do you want to do with it?
Change it.
Changing the 9. All right, next card off the top of the deck. That 9 now becomes an 8, right up the middle.
Damn it, Snowman.
I love you too, cards. Shit. Higher.
There you go.
And higher than an 8. It's a queen.
Lower.
For game 1 of the match and $500. Lower than a queen. It's an 8. He's got it.
Who knew the dirty snowman didn't do that?
Right?
Well,
Dirtiest snowman.
well done, Jason. You're on the board, sir. $500 for you. You got the first game of the match. Of course, remember, take the best 2 out of 3 to win. So let's clear out the board and deal out the next cards off the top of the deck. And we start game 2 now with a question to you, Jason. Jason, we asked 100 adults, do you work the night shift? How many of those 100 adults said they do work the night shift?
Dear God. That's 2 words I hope to never hear again in the coming days.
Jason, do you work the night shift?
Yeah, 1 night a week. But soon that's going to change. But in the meantime, I'll say 70 of them do.
All right, 70 of 100 Americans said they work the night shift. Sonny, higher or lower than 70?
I want to say lower.
You're going to say lower than that. All right, the actual number of people who said 100 adults that said they do work the night shift is 11. It is way lower.
Okay.
Apparently, we caught a group of bankers when we asked this question there. So, all right. Well, Sonny, you've got control of the cards. Let's take a look at your base card for this match. We start with a 7.
I am changing
I'm not surprised there. Changing the 7. That 7 now becomes a 9. Same thing on the other side of the scale.
that. Let's go lower, I guess.
All right. Lower than the 9.
Please.
It's a 5. Shout out to Dolly Parton there.
Yes.
Higher.
Going on higher than the 5. No, it's a 3. You lose those 2 cards there. Gives Jason a free chance to play off his base card, which is a 3.
Higher.
Higher than a 3. No, it's another 3.
Same card.
I could do it, kids.
It's rough out here, apparently, on the Card Sharks set today.
Police.
All right, we're going to go to question number 2 now. This one goes to Sonny. And this seems like something that would be right up your alley. Because we asked 100 movie fans, have you ever cried while watching a movie? How many of 100 people said yes, they have cried while watching a movie?
Let's go with 50.
50, right up the middle there. All right, Jason, higher or lower than 50?
Well, depending on the ratio asked, I would assume it would skew to the higher side.
I'm going to say higher. All right, let's see. The actual number of movie fans who said they have cried while watching a movie is 72. It is much higher. Yeah, nearly 3 out of 4 people have cried while watching a movie. And there's definitely some tearjerkers out there for sure. Jason, you've got control. You've got that 3.
If only Rose had saved Jack.
I know. There's room on that door, and nobody can ever tell me otherwise.
Right. Anyways, so I'll keep the 3 and go higher.
All right, going on higher than the 3. It's a queen.
Lower.
Lower than the queen. It's a 5.
Higher.
Went on higher than the 5. No, it's a 2. You lose those 3 cards, giving Sonny a free chance to play or 9. Lower than the 9.
Please.
It's a 6.
Yes. I'm gonna freeze it.
Gonna freeze right there. All right, just taking the 1 card advantage. No problem in that. Let's go to question number 3 now. This one goes back for Jason here. Jason, we asked 100 cell phone users, do people ignore your text messages? How many of 100 people said yes, their text messages do get ignored?
Repeat that question because you cut out on part of it.
Sure. We asked 100 cell phone users, do people ignore your text messages? How many of 100 people said yes, their text messages do get ignored?
Please tell me my mom wasn't in this group of 100. Hi, Mom, if you're watching. Because I don't answer all of her texts right away. I have to wait like a day or 2. Yeah. I'll go 55.
55 out of 100 said their text messages do get ignored. Sonny, higher or lower than 55?
I want to say lower.
You're going to say lower than that. All right, the actual number of people whose text messages do get ignored is 36. It is lower. All right, well done, Sonny. You've got control of the board. You've got that 6.
Change it.
All right, changing the 6 now. Next card off the top of the deck, it becomes a 3. Great card. Higher than a 3. Oh, no, a deuce.
Damn.
All right, break for Jason there with the 3.
Have mercy.
I know, right?
I'm scared. Higher.
Higher than a 3. It's a 7.
Fuck that. Freeze that.
Freezing there. All right, both players with needing 3 cards to win this round, and we're on our 4th and final question in this one. Someone must win on this play of the cards. The question goes to Sonny. Sonny, we asked 100 people, would you like to live on your own island? How many of 100 people said yes, they would love to live on their own island?
Let's go with 47.
47 out of 100 people said they'd like to live on their own island. Jason, higher or lower than 47?
I'm on the yes and no variety because yeah, I'd like to live on my own island, but no, I wouldn't like the part of having to hunt for my own food. So I'll say lower.
You're going to say lower than that. All right, well, for all important control of the cards, the actual number of people who said they would like to live on their own island is 58. Is not lower.
Oh, damn.
All right, Sonny, you have the choice this time, sir. You got yourself a 3. You need 3 cards in order to win. Jason has a 7. He can't change it. He also needs 3 cards. The option's yours. Do you want to play it or do you want to pass it to Jason? All right, she's passing. So, Jason, it's on you, sir. You must call it from the 7. Get all 3 cards right. You win the game and the match, become the new champion. 1 mistake, and Sonny ties up the match.
Oh, goody. Higher.
Go on, higher than the 7. It's a jack.
Lower.
Lower than the jack. It's a 2.
Higher.
For the game and the match to become the new champion, higher than a 2. It's a 4. He's done it. Jason's our new champion.
Look at Sonny.
Well done. Congratulations to you, Jason, our new champion here. $1,000 for you. You're going to get a chance at the money cards here in just a minute. Sonny, we got to say goodbye to you, though, but you're not leaving here empty-handed. You're our first champion on our leaderboard of the season, and you leave us here with a very nice total of $3,300 in cash. How's you done? All right. We'll just a second. We're going right to commercial break because we'll stick around when we come back. Jason's going to get a shot to see if he can win himself $32,000 as he tackles the money cards. We'll do that right after the break. Stay with us.
Welcome back to Card Sharks here. Almost out of time for this episode, but we're going to let Jason get his shot here playing our money card round. Jason, you're quite familiar with it. You ready to go?
Yep.
All right, best of luck to you, sir. Again, remember a perfect double all the way to the top of the board could get you $32,000. So with that said, here's your first $200. And let's take a look at your opening base card. An ace.
Yes.
All of it lower.
I'm not surprised. $200. Lower than the ace. It's a 3, up to 400.
Why not? All in. Higher.
Doing it all again. Betting the house. Higher than the 3. It's a 5, doubled up $800.
Why stop now? All in. Higher.
Oh, he's going for it. Good luck. $800. Higher than a 5. It's a 6. Perfect through the first row so far. $1,600. We're going to move that 6 up to the next row. Give you an additional $400 in betting money. Up to $2,000 and a 6 now, sir.
I'm gonna change that one.
All right, which one?
Number 2.
Which one?
Card number 2.
Okay, changing with number 2. That 6 is now going to become a 9. You have a 9, you got $2,000.
Okay then. 200. I haven't seen any face cards yet. 200 higher.
Going against the odds on this one. Let's see. $200 higher than the 9. No, it's a 2. You lost $200, but you got a great card now.
All in higher.
Betting it all. $1,800 higher than the 2. It's a 5. $3,600.
Second verse. Here's the first. All in higher.
Betting it all again. $3,600 higher than the 5. Oh no! A 4. Ouch! But 2 games in. First episode in here on the new season of Card Sharks. Nobody's getting any money from the money cards. I mean, I applaud the effort, but not happening here. But Jason, you are the new champion, though, so you do still have $1,000 to your credit, and you'll be back with us next time here to see if you can continue on and maybe get another crack at these money cards. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, folks, that is going to do it for us here on this season debut episode of Card Sharks. We thank you all for watching. Remember, if you like the series and want to see more of it, check out our first season here on the playlist here on the channel. And if you want to subscribe and see the other great game shows we're doing, past, present, and future, make sure you click that subscribe button down below and ring the bell. That way you never miss out on all the fun and games going down here at MVG Productions. And until the cards come our way once again, and we give someone another chance to win a whole lot of money, I'm your host, Brandon Scruggs, saying thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time right here on Card Sharks. Take care. Bye for now, folks. This is your announcer, Michael Gentry, speaking for Card Sharks, an MVG Productions presentation.